competition? Nothing.
Anna Delvey is doubling down. The so-called fake heiress defended her reaction to getting eliminated during week 2 of Dancing with the Stars on September 24th after host Julianne Hough asked her what she would be taking away from the competition, and she simply replied, nothing.
What are you going to take away from this competition? Nothing. There you have it.
Speaking to Tori Spelling, who was also eliminated week 2 on her misSPELLING podcast, the convicted fraudster explained why she gave the one-word answer.
So in that moment, when she turned to you and you said nothing.
Because that was the truth. I think like, well, you guys told me what I'm supposed to do. I tried to do it and then I still was rejected. And I'm taking away, nothing is what I'm taking away from it. Because your advice was worthless. The advice that you gave me, it did not pay off for me, even though I tried to follow it.
Right.
And this is how I felt.
That's totally fair.
Yeah. Well, I know like people were trying to interpret my answer like in a different ways, but no, not really. I really did not take away much from this experience other than
that you got to meet me and become friends with me.
yeah.
See, it all worked out.
I think I had to be on the defensive, especially like after all the backlash that I received being cast on the show, even though the producers, I think Conrad made a great job just like trying to defend me. And I think everyone on the cast was generally very nice to me.
Mm-hmm.
But in the end, I don't know. So I'm not familiar with like in the workings of the show, but like the fact that, yeah, you and I were eliminated before other members. It just seems a little bit unbelievable. And I don't know.
Well, double elimination. I'm in good company. I'd rather it be you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elsewhere in the podcast, Anna also shared more about why she felt a bit embarrassed to leave so early.
Thought like, well, they were building me up. It's like, oh, well, only if you smile more, only if you do like XYZ, it's going to be so much better for you. And it felt like they put so much effort and trying to get me on a show and like make me feel comfortable just to like eliminate me like this early. And I see it, yeah, like a bit of an an attempt of an embarrassment for us to get eliminated before Eric or Reginald, like in a dancing competition. Even though in the end it's not like big of a deal. And I think, well, I don't know, you've never committed any crimes, so I'm not like talking just about myself. So
that you know of.
Exactly. Yeah, it just felt a bit upsetting to me. For me, it felt like a waste of time for me to just like do all of this, for them to like just discard me so easily. I know the show was really excited to have me on, but the large part of the audience is just like not the people who would usually be excited about me in general. And it's not someone who like necessarily watches live TV or like votes via text. So it was not that surprising. So yeah, it felt a little bit embarrassing to be voted off before
I understand
some of the other people on the show, but it is what it is and it's fine. And yeah, I never had high expectations for a show for myself.
Earlier in the duo's conversation, the 33-year-old gave insight into if she was nervous, explaining how she was used to attention and being guarded from it due to her public trial.
The thing that I was so impressed with is that, were you nervous? Like, you came out there and didn't look nervous. Were you?
I think my thing is like so the way I've been introduced into the public eye is like through my criminal trial. And when you are in court, it's obviously like a public courtroom. So anyone can come in. They take pictures of you all day, every day, for like about 7 hours. And there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm like used to always being on guard, and it doesn't benefit you to like cry or show any emotion because it will always be interpreted like in some way that's not beneficial to you.
But at one point, Anna also spoke about how she feels that sometimes her comments are misunderstood and that she's not trying to come off as condescending.
And I think what I feel like when I'm being misunderstood is like when I say something is not for me, it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm better than this or like I'm condescending or something. It's like, it's just something, it's not for me. And it would be, I think it's such a like moronic interpretation of like my comment just because I say something like being a president is not for me. It's not because I'm condescending or I think I'm better than something. I think I'm just being realistic and recognizing what I'm good at and what I'm not good at. It doesn't mean, oh, just because I cannot dance, everybody that dances is like stupid and an idiot.
You say it like it is.